Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita. Welcome. And in today's video, we're going to just have an informal little chat all about these new releases. I don't know what is going on in 2024, but apparently they want everyone filing for bankruptcy and you know, to foreclose on their homes with the rate of these new releases. It's actually funny because so far I have not been like super impressed with the 2024 releases, with the exception of Narcotic Delight by Elyseum. So hopefully, you know, from February on out, we're going to get some really good releases. So this video is going to kind of dive into what we can expect coming soon, a few that have just dropped, and a few that are just kind of sparking some curiosity. Maybe not for me, but they're new, they're coming, and you may need to have them on your radar. All right, so without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. Let's go ahead and start with one that just hit the press and it just sold out. The full bottles went like the same day, within a few hours probably. Strawberry Letter by Fleur. I have a dedicated review on that particular fragrance, so if you are interested in something more in-depth, check that out. I will have it linked in the eye in the sky. And it is a strawberry fragrance, you guys. So if you were thinking, oh, is it really gonna be giving strawberry? Yes ma'am, it is. It's not overly sweet, very ambery, a little earthiness, or just a touch of green, almost like you're having a full like encompassing strawberry, but imagine it being more of the sweetness of like a strawberry coulis. You've added some sugar and a little sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet, not at all. Okay, I think if this one has piqued your interest, you definitely should. It is from the same perfumer that is the nose behind many of the Cali fragrances. So if you find that you're a fan of the Cali house, I'm a stan, you may definitely want to get your nose on this because it's right in that same vein. But the star is definitely the strawberries. So this one opens with top notes of cassis leaf, strawberry, gariguette, plum, nectar, heart notes of wild lily, red poppy, apple blossom, base notes of earthy woods, tonka bean, sugared amber. You're getting all of that. Solid release in my opinion. But like I said, I do have a dedicated review, so check that out if you're interested. Now next up is gonna be another fruit, child. And I kept saying, stop with these cherries, you're killing us, but here I am. Maraschino. Maraschino by Suspiro is released, and I actually have a decant of this in my mailbox for the past 2 days. Have just been too lazy to go check the mailbox, but I don't know why, but I just feel like they're going to give us something good with a unique twist. So Maraschino does have a ton of other fruits in here other than the cherry, so I'm definitely interested to see how this all plays out. But it has notes of cherry, almond, strawberry, apple, peach, middle notes of heliotrope, orris, jasmine, sandbag, mimosa, and rose. Base notes of vanilla, vetiver, musk, tonka bean, sandalwood, patchouli, and amber. So I will be updating you guys with my thoughts on it once I'm able to get my little 5 ml decant out of the mailbox. But this one is just a one that I'm a little excited about, even though I keep saying I'm over cherry. Here I am, still buying, still testing. Lord help me, Jesus take the wheel. All right, so next up on the list is going to be a new one by the House of Parfums de Marly, and this is called Perseus. So with Perseus, I'm not sure who the perfumer is going to be behind this fragrance. However, it definitely seems like one that will lean masculine. So the listed notes for this fragrance is bergamot, grapefruit, blackcurrant is top notes, middle notes green mandarin, vetiver, geranium, base notes of dry woods, ambergris, and cashmere wood. This one is a refreshing citrus-based creation for invigorating virtues on the body and the mind. Okay. A contemporary twisted grapefruit associated with fruity notes and vetiver to uplift energy. Citrusy notes meet to the elegance and power of a woody trail for refined and contrasting freshness. So a freshie, you know, right in time for spring, but I do like the way that this house does their masculine freshies. They always give us a little something, you know, extra. With the whole men's line, it's really good. So if you're new to perfumery, if you're looking for fragrances for your guy, or if you're a guy tuning in, or if you're a woman that just enjoys more masculine fragrances, Parfums de Marly is definitely a house that does not disappoint. So next up on the list is Love Delight. Now, highly anticipated for myself because Guidance was such a love. I already have 4 homages in my collection. And when I looked and I saw that Love Delight had vanilla like kind of way on up there in the hierarchy of accords, I was about to blind buy it. So happy I didn't. If you want like a more in-depth take on my experience with this fragrance, it is featured in my top tier Middle Eastern fragrances video, which aired last week, so be sure to check that one out. But for me, that one was just a little disappointing. I found it to be a little boring and just something I was not expecting from the House of Amouage. It's just me. I'm sure there's gonna be a huge, you know, majority of women that love the way that smells, that it's easy to wear, especially for an Amouage. But I don't go to Amouage for safe, you know? I don't go there for safe. I just wasn't impressed at all by the fragrance. So that one will be a pass. But if you're interested, let me tell you the notes. So this has top notes of rose water, cinnamon, ginger, mandarin orange, middle notes of rose, jasmine, heliotrope, base notes of rum, cacao, vanilla, and cypriol. You're gonna get a lot of heliotrope and jasmine on the skin. That's all I'm gonna say, all right? So, well, that was my experience. So if you're interested, it is available at Amouage, and I'm sure it will start to pop up, you know, in major retailers any day now. All right, so ZARA has given us 4 new releases, and they all seem to be kind of within that vein where they will be perfect for spring and summer. So I purchased 2 of the 4. I'm waiting for those to come. Of course, I will review those in depth when I do receive them. But this infusion collection has pistachio infusion, which I did purchase, juicy infusion, secret infusion, and ruby infusion. So the one that intrigued me most was pistachio infusion. And I really can't wait to smell that one. It has top notes of pistachio, middle notes of iris, and base notes of tonka. So I am expecting something to be really warm, powdery, comforting, maybe a little sweet, but not super sweet, and nutty. So sounds like my vibe. I wonder how it will differ from the other pistachios that we're seeing on the market, just because they really left a lot to the imagination with these 3 notes listed. But looking at Fragrantica is stating that it's supposed to be very vanilla forward and ambery. So we will see. I see nutty like way on down in the Accord, so I'm very interested. We don't know what we're gonna get, especially with these ZARA fragrances. Might be a dupe for something, might not be, who knows, okay? So next up on the line is going to be Ruby Infusion, and that one just sounds like I'm gonna love it, okay? Black currant for the top notes, middle notes are marshmallow, cotton candy, base notes are sugar and vanilla. Now, if y'all messed this up, then I don't know what to say, because there is not a note listed in this lineup that I do not like. Hopefully, it's not a dupe for anything that I have, but I don't have anything that's marshmallowy and black currant. So hopefully that'll be like an original add to my collection. It's just kind of easy grab and go. That would be perfect. So Juicy Infusion, I decided to pass on purchasing because it just sounded like very humdrum, and I probably got many others. It had notes of jasmine, pear, and black currant. Okay, I mean, wasn't interested, but if you're interested, it has accords of fruity, white floral, sweet, floral, aquatic, fresh. Okay, who doesn't have 100 of those already? So the last one in this set is going to be Secret Infusion, and this one is supposed to be more like a fresher fruity floral, and it has pear, peony, violet, cedar, and musk. This is probably quite beautiful. I wouldn't expect this to be anything groundbreaking or anything like that, but I probably would guess this is gonna be a dupe for something. I'm thinking maybe it may be a dupe for another designer. I don't know. It's so many fragrances around with that kind of a scent or note profile. So passed on that one as well, but I am eager to smell the pistachio and the ruby because they just seem like some easy reaches that I can layer with, that I can just put on for everyday wear or wear to the gym, or, you know, just whatever, just easy grabs. You know, you really do need those in your collection, especially with one like mine that is just full of all these dang on niche fragrances. It's nothing like just having something easy to pick up, grab, spray on, and head out the door when you don't have anywhere special to go. All right, so next up on this list is going to be from the House of Penhaligon's. I don't know if this one's actually released yet. Now, I don't know about this name. AlUla? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, so this one has top notes of cardamom, plum, and black pepper, middle notes of turmeric and saffron, and base notes of tobacco, frankincense, vanilla bean. And I think that this is going to be something that really does smell nice, but very Middle Eastern. That turmeric and saffron, for those to be the middle notes. Ooh, it's gonna be very interesting, very spicy, very Dubai in a bottle is what I'm guessing this one is going to smell like. Anyone get their nose on this one yet? Is it actually released? I would be interested to try this one. I still have no Penhaligon's in my collection. I had one from a long time ago. It just wasn't me, and I decluttered it. But this one sounds very interesting. If I had to guess, maybe leaning a little masculine. That one is definitely one you may want to look out for if you're a Penhaligon's fan, because this one looks like a very interesting release for the house. All right, you guys, this is editing Sharita here. I just had to come on and just drop a note, letting you all know that I think yesterday we saw that Roja Dove has completely rebranded his women's line, and we also have a feminine perfume entering into the Elyseum world. Okay, so you can now get Elyseum Pour Femme, and it was an automatic blind buy for me. I love the notes featured, and the bottle, it is just like, it's gag worthy. And honestly, that's why I got it. So I will be reviewing that one once I do get it in hand. But just quickly, it has notes, top notes bergamot, mandarin orange, blackberry peach, middle notes freesia, magnolia, geranium, lily of the valley, ylang ylang, jasmine, peony, violet, and cyclamen. And then in the base notes, we have pink pepper, musk, cedarwood, sandalwood, and vanilla. Super excited about this release. As you can see, I'm already in the mindset of like collecting for spring and summer. So I think this one will be a gorgeous, like woody, citrusy, floral fragrance that is feminine, but because it's woody, I think it's gonna have this very, you know, powerful, independent, you know, woman vibe about it. So very excited about that one. Okay, back to the video. So next up on this list is going to be from the house of Liquide Imaginaire. And this one is actually from Perfumer, the nose, Louise Turner. If you're not familiar, honey, okay? Louise has done Lost Cherry, Blanche Bette, Possibilities. A lot of feminine fragrances that really get the girls riled up. She is a Givaudan perfumer, so these notes I'm about to read off, you can be like, oh, okay, I'm hearing the proprietaries. It has top notes of pink pepper, black pepper, cypress, grapefruit, rose, blood orange, mandarin orange, cardamom, ginger. All of that in the top, okay? Then in the middle notes, we have guaiac wood, we have cacao, plum, raisin, and pomerose. Now, pomerose is a molecular note that is specific to that particular firm, Givaudan. And to my understanding, this is supposed to be a concoction that smells like apples, plums, and raisins, okay? So I guess that's why they have the plum, the raisin, and apple listed separately like that in the middle notes, but all of those three notes together is what the pomerose note or accord is supposed to give you. So base notes, very woody, you guys. Akigala wood, we already know what that's like. It's very addictive, and it's a love or hate note. Vetiver, cedar, vanilla, and tonka bean. So this is going to be a very complex fragrance. Child, I don't know. It sounds very woody. It sounds very fruity. Sounds a little spicy, a little fresh, but a little warmth as well. So very interested to see. I definitely be blind buying this, but I am interested to at least get my nose on it. For some reason, I think this one is going to lean just a little masculine. Oh, and I forgot to mention the name for this one. This one by Liquide Imaginaire is called Ame de Coeur, if I said that right. So next up on the list is going to be Chloe Nomade Nuit Egypt. I think this has been released. I don't know about the US, but I know it's available, you know, in other countries right now. But this one seems like a very interesting release for the Chloe line. And I really want to get my nose on this one. So it has top notes of myrrh, cinnamon, ginger, broom flower, cypriol, and a popanox. That's a lot of heavy hitting notes in the top, okay? But then it has heart notes of Egyptian orange blossom absolute. So definitely going to be your white floral orange blossom dominated fragrance, but it only lists base notes as vanilla. So I would assume something a little vanilla forward, complex, but more so a orange blossom scent with some very interesting, yeah, warm notes for this time of year. Very interesting. But yes, Egypt. I'm definitely getting Egypt from this lineup here. So next up on the list is going to be from Donna Karan. Now she has, to my understanding, the perfume is no longer, the perfumes for Donna Karan are no longer under Estee Lauder. So we might be getting something very fresh, unique. I don't know, but it helps to not be under Estee Lauder for sure. So there are 4 fragrances in this new cashmere collection. And this collection features cashmere and tiare flower, cashmere and Tunisian neroli, cashmere and wild fig. Very interesting. And cashmere and Palo Santo. And I'm very interested in the Palo Santo one because I want a feminine Palo Santo in my collection. I don't have any. I have some that kind of have the note here and there, but I want one that is very Palo Santo but very feminine. So I am interested in testing this one, trying it out and seeing, you know, what my thoughts are. But let me just read you off the notes for the Palo Santo. So it has notes of peach, labdanum, which is like a floral, but it's very leathery in essence. Cashmere wood, Palo Santo, and vanilla. Sounds simple, beautiful, and like it may be a little sexy something that you can pull out for the spring and summer nights. Next up for new releases is going to be from the house of Tom Ford, and this is Oud Wood Parfum. Now y'all done took one of my favorite Tom Ford fragrances, and this is a lot because I don't have a lot of favorites from that house, but Oud Wood is a masterpiece. It is so sexy. It's like eyes rolling to the back of your head when you smell that on your guy. That is what it is. It's a little sweet. It's a little spice. It's just a touch of oud, like oud wood. It's really more about the other woody facets of it, more so than the oud. So I'm very interested to see how this one smells. So this one has top notes of cardamom, pink pepper, and rosemary. Middle notes, sandalwood, patchouli, oud, vetiver. And then base notes of vanilla, tonka, and amber. It sounds like it's going to be magical. I hope they have done, you know, our masterpiece oud with some justice by creating this parfum, and definitely will be trying this one out. Last on the list is going to be FLOWERBOMB Tiger Lily. I know this one is a newer release. It's already readily available, but this one really does sound like it's going to speak to me, okay? So this has top notes of bergamot, coconut milk. Okay, it's gonna be creamy. It's gonna be creamy and fruity. It has middle notes of tiger lily, jasmine, and freesia. And then in the base, you actually have a base note of mango and benzoin. So it sounds like it's gonna be a little creamy, very white floral, fruity because the mango is in the base. So that mango really will probably come through true, you know, at some point. And then it's got like some resinous qualities. So it sounds really beautiful, sweet, warm, tropical. I love having something like that in my collection. So one I will definitely be checking out. You guys, of this list, which ones are you going to be smelling? Which ones have intrigued you? Dying to get my nose on like a winner for 2024. Like I said, I love Narcotic Delight, but other than that, it's been kind of like humdrum for 2024 so far. All right, you guys, so that is it. Let me know in the comments below, do you have any of these on your wish list? Are you intrigued? Did any of these spark your interest? Would love to know in the comments. So drop me a line. And you guys, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure notification bell is turned on, set to all. And last but not least, if you found any value in the content, give the video a big thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.